This was a crazy race. From start to finish, I think you'll enjoy it. So welcome back, guys. How are you doing? What are you racing in this new season of iRacing? Because today I was just doing some Porsche Cup and it was spicy to say the least. Going into turn 1, a lot of chaos as you would expect. So we're trying to find our way 3 wide here in turn 1, but luckily we managed to just navigate it safely. Now this guy is just hitting the wall for some reason. Remember, guys, don't drink and drive. And we're focusing now on the cars in front because there's too many cars for Eau Rouge going side by side. So we have to just cut completely the corner. Otherwise, we would just have hit the yellow and green car. That's fine. We're taking the penalty. And by the way, the penalty just clears by itself because we also had to lift. So but this was a good call. Quick call. You have to do those in those, first chaotic lap 1. It's better to take the off track. It's better to take, the slowdown instead of crashing the car, of course. But anyways, we're trying to just now to push to get some places if possible, trying to stay close to the guys ahead because, if you're in the right place at the right time and someone is just sliding the car too much, you can just take advantage of it. Or in some worse scenarios, you will just get collected. But that's life, I guess. It's in a way you have to know where to position the car. And in this start of the race, I was quite lucky. You see right now, I think I will just get some positions, 1 position, 2 position. But I was just looking in front. I was looking at the orange cars because I was noticing they were just a little bit too sketchy. So we're trying to defend here from the car behind and just follow them through. And I'm not a wizard, but I was just noticing how the black and yellow car was just sliding too much. So I was expecting him to lose it and he lost it. And if you want a quick tip, if you see a car spinning, you generally want to go in the opposite direction of the spin. Like if the rear is going to the left, you want to go to the right and vice versa. So when you're seeing a car starting to slide, just focus on the rear end. That's a good enough way to just avoid being collected when someone is spinning. But anyways, I was just taking an off track here at this point. Tires were still cold. And this was basically lap 1. Quite eventful for many of racers, but luckily we were just vibing at this point. But we're gonna use the time machine and fast forward to lap 5. Nothing really interesting happened. Of course, there were a couple of overtakes. I gained like 3-4 places, but they were just simple overtakes on the straight before Lecombe. So this will be a very, very spicy battle between these 4 cars in front, with me included, of course. So we're catching up a lot. They're just throwing hands, and I'm just putting my car to the outside, trying to outbrake at least the blue car. So getting really, really aggressive on the brakes, leaving just enough space, and we managed to overtake the blue car. Now we are side by side with Jens, and let's see what he's gonna do. He puts his car very, very late on the outside. So I put it in the title, was this dirty or genius? You will see him doing moves like this. Now, in hindsight, there was not necessarily something wrong with it because he did it before pressing the brakes, I suppose, but it was so close to the braking that it becomes a bit dangerous. Like, I was really trying to avoid it and still hit him. If I wasn't expecting it at all, maybe it would have been even worse. But we're trying at this point to just defend from the blue car behind. Taking this opportunity, they're going side by side. So we're trying to put the car on the inside, leaving just enough space, giving him a nice tap, just a little one, just to know that we can rub some doors, right? This is GT racing in a way, so it's a little bit more forgiving than formulas. We get a tap on the back as well, so you see, it goes around. But to the ending of the lap, we were much, much closer. We're trying to set up a good exit because we want to make his life harder in turn 1. That's the goal. So we do have a good exit. We're so close. Let's see which side he will choose. Inside, outside. So I'm trying to take the inside, but he covers it eventually. So I'm trying to take the outside. I'm trying to make a switchback here. So braking nice and early, but I couldn't fully commit the throttle. You see, I had to drop the throttle even though my exit was much, much better. Because he placed the car in front of me, I had nowhere to go. Now, do you think I could have done something better here? Going Eau Rouge, Radion and then Le Combe? Just watch it through and let me know. Because during the race, I was just blaming myself for doing such a big lift going up Eau Rouge, so that now on this big straight, I'm not taking advantage. Look at the blue car, how much time he's gaining. I could have been gaining that time as well. So now, because of this, we're going to go side by side here. Blue car hits me a little, but it's all good. We navigate it. But the worst part is that this could have been an easy overtake on Titus in front. So, see, always some things that could have done better. If you're reviewing your own races, you will find plenty of those types of things. But this was a team for me in this race. I was getting very, very close up to Rouge, and then I was just doing a bigger lift because I felt like the car was understeering too much. And I think it's just a skill issue. It could be even better because I was able to do it sometimes, but not consistently. So now we're sitting once again behind. We're trying to find a way to pass because you see here in this sector is very, very hard to overtake. So you generally have a good opportunity at the end of the lap, and you have a good opportunity in Le Combe. But now we're getting so close. We have to do the throttle lift, and because of the throttle lift, he will slightly get away. So once again, I wasn't happy with it. Next lap, same story. We're close. We're doing a little lift before going Eau Rouge, but then once again, we don't fully commit. And I was a bit afraid of taking that slowdown, and I honestly thought that he will get it. But he was not getting that slowdown. And look at the car behind. Look at the proper speed through Eau Rouge. Look how the big advantage that you can gain. So he was so far ahead that I decided to brake a bit earlier. There was no point in fighting too hard. He would have got the corner anyways. So I'm trying to position myself in such a way that maybe I will be in a good spot if he goes for a move again, which he does, surprisingly enough. The white car is not defending here. He was defending so hard before when I was behind him, but now he was just taking a bit easier. And let's see, does he make the move? Yes, he does. And now here we had to add a little bit of brake to avoid hitting him. Going into Pouhon, very, very difficult to go side by side. So I just faked the move. I was hoping he will get unsettled, but nothing happened. Anyways, I don't regret trying an overtaking Pouhon. That's a little bit too dangerous. And in the next lap, once again, we're very, very close going into Le Combe. This time we're getting a moment because we're getting pushed, but he's getting a mistake as well. So now we are gaining quite a lot. We're trying to take the inside, but now he defends in the last moment on the braking. Like, it was very difficult for me to get the outside and brake at the same time. So oof, one of those moments. Like, is it fair? Yeah, I think it's on the grayish part of fair. I think it was fair, but it was so brutal. Anyways, I was able to catch up. So a couple of laps into the future, this battle was brewing here. So once again, I'm trying to take the outside and outbrake those cars. When I'm able to outbrake the white one, but with the red one, let's see. Yes, I'm able to do it. And now this is the final lap. This is the last lap. So he's having the inside, I'm having the outside. I have some flashbacks from, he's trying to take the outside and so on. But no, he commits to his line. He gives me a little push, but that's fine. We are behind, but we are in a good spot. If I could nail Eau Rouge at least one time in this race, I will be able to catch him back. So trying to have a good exit, trying to minimize the lift here. It was decent this time. It was decent, but we got a slowdown. So I knew that I could overtake him and maybe try to shove that slowdown. So he's protecting the inside. I'm trying to take the outside. I'm braking, leaving him a little bit of space, and this happens. Quite unfortunate, right? So let me show you the perspective. I was braking, leaving him a little bit of space, and unfortunately he just hits me. from the rear end. So in a nutshell, that was the race. It was intense at times, definitely something that you could learn from, I hope. It was fun though, it was fun having some close races, and I'm looking forward to do more. So hope you're gonna enjoy them.